Hey friends, Sunwarper here, and today we're going to take a look at seeing how we can add grit, distortion, and some lo-fi effects to the circuit tracks using a couple of external pieces of gear, namely the ZVEX, Lofi Junky, and this strange pedal that my fiance found on Etsy a while back called Mr. E. It's a fuzz and delay pedal. It does some really crazy weird sounds, so we're going to use that with the Volca, and the Volca FM is going to run through here into the circuit, and then the circuit is going to run a mono signal, just one sound, through the Lofi Junky into what I'm recording with. So I just made a really simple pad. And I have some LFO on the pitch that I can control here. Some chorus to get a little more detune and wobble. And there's even more over here, but we're just gonna keep it here. Let's do that. So it's just a simple pad. Now what we're gonna do is let's hear what it sounds like with the Lofi Junky on. So we've already got some noise coming in. There's a little more compression. There's some LFO wobble coming here. So we're just going to tone that down a little bit. And I've got it on the sine wave preset. So that's the little pad. Okay, so now that we've got the ZVEX on, let's just add some drums. So we're going to go for a bit of a lo-fi sound. So I'm going to put it on the one and just before add some swing. I'm going to put a little reverb on the snare. I normally put my snare on drum 2, so if you saw me fiddling with that one, that's why. But today we've got it on 3. I think I have this little sound here, so we'll just put that in. Another thing too, since I'm going for a bit of a lo-fi sound, I've got quantize off, so that's why this is a little wonky. And I'm wondering if maybe we can automate the pitch shift. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's see what kind of bass sound we can get. Okay, so we've got the bass in. I had to edit it because it didn't catch this first note. So I had to add that, and then I had to change the gate just so it would sustain. So now we're going to go to MIDI 1, and this is the Volca FM. I've got it to the E piano. This is the stock sounds that are on it. I may have made some changes to it, but that's all. I'm going to add this Mr. E. And like I said in the beginning, this thing is pretty crazy. It's a delay fuzz pedal. Look, if you bump the feedback, you just get this noise generation. So that's fun in its own right, but that's not what this video is about. That's it without it. So that's it with it. It's a little bit gritty. add some reverb to it. Let's see what we can get from it. So let's take a look. This note, okay, so we're just doing that. So I'm gonna shut quantize off. Okay, that's decent enough. There's some mistakes, so we'll just edit it now. That's so we. I like that. So if you've watched any of my other songs from scratch, which if you haven't, you can check them out up here, I've been adding some reverb to the kick in quite a few of them in the Dawless Jams, and I really like that sound, especially in the circuit, because with this minimal workflow you've got, you really want the sounds to be giant, and adding just a little bit of reverb to the kick can definitely make that kick stand out a little bit. So it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't done it before. So yeah, this is where we're at with this track. Just a quick one to experiment with trying these different effects. I was having a conversation with someone on Instagram with one of my latest posts with just the Volca and the circuit tracks. Someone had mentioned that they wish the circuit could get a little more grit and distortion. And there are some ways to do it in components, and if you want me to go over that, let me know in the comments and I'll make a separate video about that. But it got me thinking about trying external hardware to see what we can do, and especially when you're in the context of lo-fi, it's okay to have a mono signal, it's okay to have a lot of noise and sounds and compression and things like that. So for lo-fi, this Lofi Junky definitely works. There's also plugins like the Tape Mellowfi, which I've covered before, that can do a lot of this as long as you just put this into a DAW in terms of recording it. You can treat the DAW like a tape recorder in your mind if you want to stick with it being DAWless. You're just recording the sounds and you're not doing anything. But yeah, so this is where we're at. I'm going to play the song really fast without the effects on so you can get an idea of what it sounds like, and then I'll stop it and turn it on with the effects so you can get an idea of how you can really treat and affect these pieces of gear with pedals. And these are just guitar pedals really, but you can get any type of outboard gear or plugins in a computer, like I said. So that's all I've got for today. If you want to check out more of my songs from scratch or Dawless Jams, you can head up to here. You can head to Bandcamp to help support my music and this channel. If you like these kinds of videos, consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribe. You can share the video, that helps a ton. But just hanging out is more than enough. So until next time, thanks for watching.